This is TWiT.
Pedometer is the one I'm going to show you for now, and that is tells me how many steps I've done. So apparently today I've done 257 steps. I did mention I have a slight penchant for putting my watch on charge and then getting up and wandering around all day and forgetting to put it back on until approximately when I'm about to record a podcast. But as you can see, I definitely do have my days where I remember to put my watch on all day, and I actually do my step count. Now, this can give you badges, so you can see, hey, 3 days in a row, or 180 days of hitting your step count, or you've done 20,000 steps a day. If you hit 50,000 steps a day, I really hope that that one's got like extra sparkles on it, because I feel like your thighs would be killing you after that as well.
That's a lot of steps.
Yeah, I'm really annoyed that my personal daily best for floors was 45, because if I had done 5 more flights of stairs, I would have got another one, another badge at 50. But lifetime, I have done over 1.5 million steps, at least logged in Apple Health, which is what this integrates with. So if you have an iPhone or an Apple Watch, then you can use Pedometer++ because it hooks into the Apple Health data. Now, obviously, if it's an iPhone and you leave it on a table most of the time instead of keeping it in your pocket, then it's not going to be able to log steps. But if you keep it in your pocket all the time, then it'll be able to log steps. So lifetime floors, I have gone up and down over 1,200 flights of stairs. I feel like that is a lot of flights of stairs. I wonder how tall that is in buildings. I'm sure Siri might be able to find me a website that can answer that. But yes, either way, I can see what's going on there. I can also see workouts and so on. If you want the workouts, then that is $19.99 a year as a plan that you can unlock, or $199 for a month. But Pedometer++ is actually a free app. Now, you can also, in settings, change it to kilometers instead of miles if you prefer. And you can adjust your daily step goal as well. So you can have that all the way up at 20,000 or even more, I think. And you can lower it down as well if you need to. Now, if you are in a wheelchair, so you're rolling instead, then it will handle that. It can count pushes instead of steps. It can do an automatic distance matching estimation, or you can set it to be manual. Time zones, you can have rest days, you can export data, which is really nice. And it also has the option of merging your Apple Watch data with your iPhone. So if, like me, you have an Apple Watch and an iPhone, then believe it or not, when you walk and you take a step, both of them count. And guess what? You took one step, not two. So as cool as that would be to count it twice, then you may actually want to have that data merged. So yeah, I really love Pedometer++. It is a very simple app. I can see how well or not so well I've done over certain stretches. It by default shows you the last week. And yeah, if you want to see more trends and so on over time, then weeks and months are locked behind that paywall, but I can also see my year as well, which is nice. Sleep++, I won't go into detail on because we do have one more thing to talk about here. But it works in a very similar way, but it tracks your sleep data, which is in Apple Health. And anything that puts the information into Apple Health can be used for tracking that data. So yeah, I personally find David_Smith's applications really useful and helpful. And again, free to download, free to use the majority of features on, with an optional in-app subscription to unlock more things, which are very nice to have, but not strictly required.
Hey, if you liked that clip, well, there's so much more to get by joining Club TWiT. You can watch all of iOS Today, where we cover all things iOS, tvOS, HomePodOS, watchOS, and so much more. It's all the apps, all the tips and tricks, and everything with Rosemary Orchard and me, Micah Sargent. Join Club TWiT at twit.tv/clubtwit to see all of iOS Today.